Hello, and welcome to our channel's weekly news update for the week of April 6th through April 12th. And this is also now doubling as the Ko-fi channel trailer. Every single weekly news update is also now going to be a Ko-fi trailer in order to keep Ko-fi people up to date on what's going on with the channel and what some of the benefits are, because I'm sort of entering a stage where I'm regularly updating and improving them in an attempt to make the Ko-fi more worthwhile. So yeah, we're gonna start off this by talking about this week on the YouTube channel, which will give Ko-fi people a chance to see what's going on the YouTube channel, and we will transition that over into talking a bit about the Ko-fi. Before we get into all that, I want to thank our existing Ko-fi supporters. Thank you to Candlecorn, Saddlebag, Books and Smiles, and Barbara at the base tier, and thank you to Distratos at the 1.5 supporter tier, and a double thank you to our double supporter, the Atomic Squid. Thank you. If you want to know what benefits there are to joining the Ko-fi, stick around to the end of this video and we'll talk about it there. Now let's talk about this week on the YouTube channel. This week on the channel, we've got, as the Ko-fi supportive voted series, we have the Hitman series. Sorry, we have Hitman World of Assassination. And be sure to head on over to the Ko-fi if you're a supporter and vote on what game you want to see me play next, because with it being a new month having ticked over, we now have the April vote up with all of the new April up, with all the new, all the new votes are up that can influence the channel and Hero Infinite. We also have Old World Blues going up every day, Death Stranding chugging along ever closer to its finale going up every day. If you want to influence that, go to the Discord where you can vote on it, and, maybe stick around to the end of this where I'll be talking about, something special relating to that, as we lead into the Ko-fi stuff. And then for bonus videos, on Tuesday we have more Minecraft, on Wednesday and Thursday we got some Doodlezar with Grounded and Borderlands respectively. On Friday we have Shadow Space, which, as a reminder, new Shadow Space videos go up. Oh, excuse me, I have really bad indigestion for some reason as I'm trying to say this. We have a new Shadow Space, which, as a reminder, is a every 3 weeks thing. So we have that episode going up to this week on the 11th. And then on the 18th and 25th, we'll have different series, and then it'll be more Shadow Space on the 2nd of next month. So it's basically a monthly series as a result of this. Every 3 weeks we cycle out between a different thing. Or every week in a 3-week cycle, we cycle, you know what I mean. And then we cap off the week with another episode of Hero Infinite, introducing another new hero. Let's talk a little bit more about the specifics of this week. As always, expect videos to be between 20 to 30 minutes, and if they are outside of that length, I will mention it here. Fair warning, almost every Hitman video is going to be outside that length. So, starting off Sunday, April 6th, we have the 3 hour and 11 minute episode 16 of Hitman World of Assassination, Another Life, where we play through a amazing mission, which is a homage to my favorite Blood Money mission, A New Life. That was a Blood Money mission I played so much as a kid, and it was like, I just loved hopping in and dicking around in it, and this mission captures everything that made that level great, and then some. Then we have episode 170 of Fallout New Vegas, as we are deep in Old World Blues. Deep in Old World Blues, we do the episode X66 Hexcrete Archipelago, where we explore the X66 Hexcrete Archipelago. I'm so good at naming videos. We then have episode 252 of Death Stranding, Hunting Deliveries, where we go hunting for deliveries to make to our favorite people. By our favorite people, I mean the people that we're desperately trying to get to 5 stars with. Then, moving on to April 7th, Monday, we have episode 17 of Hitman World of Assassination, the 3 hour and 24 minute Shadow in the Water, a mission which was retroactively added into Hitman 2 later on, as they were prepping for the release of Hitman 3. And this clocks in at 3 hours and 24 minutes, being a nice extra long video. We then have episode 171 of Fallout New Vegas, Saturnite Research Facility, where we explore the Saturnite Research Facility. And we cap off that day with episode 253 of Death Stranding, the 34-minute project talk, where I talk about some of my projects. Moving on to April 8th. April 8th, Tuesday. Sorry if I'm a little like nasally or coffee. I've been on some antibiotics which make me super mucusy. I know, real pleasant. We start off April 8th with episode 18 of Hitman World of Assassination, The Ark Society, a 3-hour and 45-minute episode, and it is such a pleasure. It's such a good mission. Although, fair warning, in both this mission and the last one, there is a moment where I become a little bit of a bitch. A little bit of a whiny bitch. But after that, we have the 41-minute episode 172 Fallout New Vegas Advanced Testing, where we do some advanced testing. Then we have episode 254 of Death Stranding, Prepping to Climb, where we get ready to go on a climb. And we cap off that day with episode 6 of our Minecraft Bedrock playthrough, the 32-minute Finishing Fences, where we finish the fence around our little property that we have in the world. Moving on to April 9th, Wednesday, we have the 19-minute, we have episode 19 of Hitman World of Assassination, the 1 hour and 12-minute Golden Handshake, which feels more like a classic Hitman level than these new ones. Like, it's really good. It's great. Definitely feels different. You know, it feels like it was, rushed almost, but it's still a good mission. After that, we have episode 173 of New Vegas, One with the Night Stalkers, where we become one with the Night Stalkers. After that, we have episode 255 of Death Stranding, The Veteran Porter, where we meet, can you guess it? The Veteran Porter. Yeah, I know, I'm so good at naming these videos. And we cap off that day with episode 19 of Grounded with Doodlesar, The Old Anthill, where I go and explore the Old Anthill. Moving on to April 10th, Thursday, we have episode 20 of Hitman World of Assassination, the 2 hour and 13-minute The Last Resort. And in that, we cap off the narrative arc of Hitman 2 within the trilogy, and get ready to move into Hitman 3. After that, we have the 46-minute extra fun episode of Fallout New Vegas, episode 174, Muggy, where we make a delightful new friend, and depending on how you look at it, we make him in more than one way. And after that, we have episode 256 of Death Stranding, Back in the Mountains, where we go back up into the mountain range. And we cap off that day with episode 28 of Borderlands with Doodlesar, One-Eyed Jack, where we face off against One-Eyed Jack. God, I'm just knocking it out of the park with these episode names. I'm so good. I'm so good at naming my own videos. Moving on to April 11th. Friday, April 11th. Hang on, I'm having issues with my OBS. Or not my OBS, with my browser that I'm... Hang on. Technical difficulties, quality content. This is what you're paying money for, folks. April 11th, we start off with episode 21 of Hitman World of Assassination, On Top of the World, the 1 hour and 28-minute episode, where we begin the first mission of Hitman 3. I'm being redundant here. It's a good time. We have a good time. After that, we have the 30-minute episode 175 of Fallout New Vegas, Elijah's Watch, where we explore Elijah's Watch. No, it's not a timepiece. What? Shut up. After that, we have episode 257 of Death Stranding, clocking in at 29 minutes and 28 seconds, close enough to 30 minutes that I feel like it's worth pointing out. Stressful back and forth, where we have a great time. And then we move on to we cap off that day with episode 20 of Shadow Space, the 2 hour and 37-minute Recovery, which is an episode. I'm not going to say anything. Go watch it if you've been enjoying Shadow Space. And then we cap off the week with Saturday, April 12th, starting off with episode 22 of World of Assassination, the 1 hour and 55-minute Death in the Family. An absolutely delightful mission. It is, the first mission of Hitman 3 was a little like, it's okay. This mission, though, this mission's great. After that, we have episode 176 of Fallout New Vegas, Old World Blues. Clocking in at 42 minutes and 56 seconds is Mysterious Cave, where I explore a mysterious cave. Then we have episode 258 of Death Stranding, Cutie Pie, where we just see the cutest little schnookums, and we cap off the week with episode 344 of... episode 7, sorry. I'm being dumb. I'm reading the timestamp as the episode number. We cap it off with episode 7 of Hero Infinite, the 3 hour and 44 minutes kill streak, where we introduce another hero to the setting. I'm gonna leave that in. That was so stupid of me. I'm also gonna leave it in because I hate editing. But yeah, wonderful, wonderful content. And I'm looking forward to the kill streak episode. But now, with that out of the way, let's quickly take a look at... hang on. I've put together... a little presentation thing. Yay! So, let's start real quick talk about the Discord vote. This is to help determine what we will play after Death Stranding, and every week I want to start including this segment in the news update where I give updates on the standing in that vote. Because there are hundreds of games in there, and it might be a little hard to keep track of all of the games that we have going on there, you know? So, let's real quick look at what is in first place to win the vote. The game that the most people are asking for me to play, with 9 votes. Death Stranding 2, which comes out in a few months, so if I beat Death Stranding, and, you know, Death Stranding 2 is out and this is still in the lead, we will hop over and begin playing Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Now, if it hasn't released yet, I will defer to the second place winner, with 8 votes, is Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door Remake. I will begin the playthrough of that because it will have been winning. And here's the thing, I played Paper Mario: Thousand Year Door, the original, when I was young. It's not a massive game, by any means. So what I think will happen is if I beat Death Stranding 1 before Death Stranding 2 comes out, I will start the playthrough of Thousand Year Door, and then when Death Stranding comes out, I will begin doing a double feature, where I will play both Thousand Year Door and Death Stranding 2 until Thousand Year Door is done, and then Death Stranding 2 will become the full focus. That's my plan. That could change. It's all about how you guys vote on the Discord. That influences all of this. Then, looking on, just for future reference, in third place with 7 votes is a tie between Super Hot and Halo 3 ODST. Now, I will say, if these two remain in tie when the time comes to pick a game to play, which one to play, I'm leaning towards Halo ODST. I just figured I'd let y'all know that, you know, you can always go and influence these ties, you know. The difference between, I mean, like, look at this. Frickin' third place only has 7 votes, and first place has 9. You guys could very quickly make Halo ODST be the thing in first place. It would not be hard for you to do. You'd go over to the Discord, join it down below. It is free for everybody, and you can vote on what games I play and influence the future of the channel. And then, just as a quick little thing worth peeking at, in fourth place with 6 votes is all of these games. These games are all tied for the 4th place position, being at 6 votes. Again, it would be very easy for you to push any one of these higher up in the ranking. So if any of these games look really cool to you and you want me to play it, go ahead and go to the votes channel, hit Control F, and type in the name of the game to find it and vote for it. And then, as a final little peek, here's everything tied for 5th place. It's a lot of games. 5th place, games with 5 votes. We got a bunch of them here. So, very easy for you to influence things and shuffle things around. With that out of the way, let's talk about the Ko-fi. I'm going to start trying to talk about this Ko-fi every single week, you know, and any changes that have been going on in it. So, let's take a peeksy peek. So, where is your money going? To me and the channel. All money donated helps me to have a more stable living situation and to buy extensions and improvements for the channel. And by extension, improves the channel. That's what I mean. Because, like, currently I'm working a job that keeps me pretty busy, and I'm actually trying to get a second job because I'm gonna need a second job in order to keep up with my rent. I have been steadily falling behind on rent, and it's a problem because my job's not giving me enough hours. And so these donations, if they get, like, right now, the donations, they're very much appreciated, and they're just a small extra bit of cash to help me get through the day. But if we can get to a point where more people are donating at a high enough amount, it can really benefit the channel in the long run, and so I have some milestones to reflect that. If we can get $1,000 monthly donations. For context, I have a little over 500 subscribers on YouTube, meaning if every single one of you donated $2 to me, we would hit this milestone. Simple as that. But if we hit $1,000 monthly donations, I can begin working on more and better content because I will be able to quit my second job that I don't actually have yet, but I will be able to reduce from 2 jobs down to 1, and because in coming months, you can expect a decrease in content output. And that is going to be because I'm going to have 2 jobs, and that's going to affect things. But if we can hit this milestone, I won't need a second job. I can focus fully on the channel as my channel and just my one job. But if we hit 2,000 monthly donations, I will be able to quit both of my jobs and do this full time. Again, with 500 followers on YouTube, if each of you donated just $4, we would hit that. If all of you joined at the second tier of support, we would hit that mark. It's a very attainable goal. And to reward all of you, I would begin another Ko-fi playthrough for the people who are supporting me. Oops. There we go. I begin another Ko-fi playthrough, because as a reminder, if we look at the calendar, you know, we have the Ko-fi supporter series. I would just start a second Ko-fi supporter picked series that would run concurrently with it. And we would be able to play multiple games at a time. And this will also begin facilitating me being able to put away more money towards improving the channel, doing things like getting a face cam to maybe do you laugh you lose type videos or make a VTuber model, like my friend Mizu. I want to invest into getting a VR headset and do VR playthroughs for you guys, because I'm sure some of you would love to see that. I wouldn't mind dedicating more time to art videos and unique content like that, and this could even really help with the return of Two Brothers, because if I don't have a job to worry about, I have way more free time, and it becomes a lot easier for me and my brother to pick a day to sit down and play a game. You want to see the end of Detroit Become Human? This is what it takes. And then the last note of, you know, if we hit the $3,000 donation, we're at the donation rank, which is, I believe all of you would have to donate $6. You wouldn't have to donate much. If you all went to the 3rd tier, if every single YouTube subscribers that followed me at the 3rd tier of support, we would hit this immediately. And if I got this, that money would immediately go towards paying an editor to create highly edited content and sort of movie breakdowns of entire playthroughs and other things like create more YouTube shorts and, you know, do all sorts of extra content for you guys, you know? And at that point, I'd be really comfortable with experimenting more with the channel and, you know, in general, people who support me on Ko-fi, shoot me things you would like to see adjust with the channel, and people in general, you know, tell me below what I can do to improve the channel. I'm always looking to make this channel better for all of you. But let's talk about what's in it for you beyond everything we just listed. So if you donate to the channel, even if you're not a monthly supporter, you will immediately gain access to the monthly votes that influence what games I play and what happens in Hero Infinite, post-stream news updates that tell you about what's going on with the channel, and the ability to see weekly news updates. Even if you just go over and donate $1 one time, you get access to all of these things. You know, for a 30-day period. So it's very worthwhile. Now you could choose to become a concurrent supporter for $1 a month. So by supporting me for just $1 a month, you get everything previously stated. And in addition, you'll get shoutouts in the news updates, hang on, shoutouts in the news updates. Big thanks to my supporters. Thank you all very much. You're wonderful people. Yeah. You will also get... Sorry, now I'm clicking between things. A credit in my first game, which I know it's been a while. I want to go back to developing Marble Island Roll. I am working on it. And you will get the ability to actually control what appears on the new game votes on the Ko-fi end. Currently, we have a small handful of games being voted for what I should play next, and those are picked predominantly by Ko-fi supporters. I also threw 2 things on there in a week, during a month when we didn't have a lot of suggestions coming in. But you can request a game and it will sit there. And if you request a game, your request automatically counts as plus 10 votes toward that game. And you are allowed to change what you are requesting, and so long as the thing you requested previously has votes, it'll actually remain in the running. It'll just lose 10 votes immediately, and your new request will get the 10 votes in its place. You can update that every single month. Now, if you choose to become a 1.5 tier supporter for $5, this originally the next tier was just the double supporter, but I added this as a mid-step in between to give a small stepping stone to give a few more benefits. 1.5 supporters get a 5x5 pixel sprite next to their name in the weekly news update, on top of all the previous things, and access to Heart of Action content, things relating to Hero Infinite and Shadow Space, such as stat blocks of enemies, weapon mechanics, and character bios. I'm trying to make those things regularly, but a big problem of it comes down to the whole I have to work 2 jobs thing. I'm very busy, my life is crazy, and if the more, this is one of those things of it's a catch-22, the more you support the Ko-fi, the more people that support it, the more benefits I can put into it, because I will have more free time to put benefits in it. So, I want to put more Heart of Action content on the Ko-fi. It's just that takes up a lot of time, and it's really difficult to get around to doing all of that. But, I want to keep... There is steadily that stuff coming out, and I want to try and make it come out more frequently. And supporting me on Ko-fi is one way to make that happen. Next tier up is the double supporter. For $10 a month, you will get a 10x10 sprite and the ability to vote twice on all polls. This gives you more control over what happens on the channel and what happens in Hero Infinite, and in general, it lets you influence everything more heavily. We then have the triple supporter tier, and this is for $30 a month. You will get a 20x20 sprite. Some of these came out fuzzy when they uploaded it into the PowerPoint. I don't know why that is. They were really crisp when I made them, and then they went fuzzy when I uploaded them. But you'll get a 20x20 sprite, a third vote on all polls, and you will have the chance to create a character to have appear in Shadow Space or Hero Infinite. So what do I mean by that? For Shadow Space, you can design a character that fits within the world of Shadow Space, and I will put them in as a bit NPC that the players will bump into. In the case of Hero Infinite, which is just a big shitty fanfiction, you will be able to request any fictional character you want, and that character will then begin appearing on the polls that influence what characters appear in Hero Infinite. Currently those polls are comprised of every single player in the campaign is allowed to request 5 fictional characters they would like to see appear. And those polls are used to sort of gauge who people would want to see appear the most. And anybody who donates at this tier can request characters to appear on those polls. Lastly are the joke supporter tiers. I call that these because I never expect anybody to donate at these levels. And really, they were inspired by one of my favorite YouTubers, Overanalyzing Avatar, creating some joke tiers, and people actually donating to them. So, if you donate to one of these, I will cry. I will cry. And I will also give you some crazy benefits. So first off, the gold tier, for $100 a month, again, I don't expect anyone to do this, you'll get a 40 by 40 sprite in your honor. You will also get a 4th vote on all polls, and access to exclusive gold votes, which is the real poll. Once I get gold supporters, I will create a gold playthrough, an additional game dedicated to the people who donate this much or above, as a thank you to them. And this will be voted on by all gold supporters. If there's only one gold supporter, you just get to pick what game I play. And this, like, yeah, you will be honored with a full playthrough dedicated just to you. And polls dedicated just to you. And gold supporters will be offered the chance, so long as they behave and don't, like, say racial slurs or something, to join me on streams, to play Lethal Company with me, to play Gary's Mod with me, to play Minecraft with me. This is a thing that I would love to do as a way for people to directly partake with the channel. You know, one day, I would like to create just free for everybody, like Minecraft servers and stuff. But that's just not feasible for me with my current situation. But if we can, again, the more people donate, the more I can give back to all of you. And then there's the $1,000 tier, the don't tier, because you shouldn't. Keep in mind, if you donate at this, you have automatically, single-handedly sent us over one of our milestones. I will cry. Anybody who donates at this tier will get an 80 by 80 sprite, 80 by 80 pixel sprite in their honor, a 5th vote on all votes, the ability to vote on gold supporter votes, and another playthrough in your honor. Like, gold supporters will have to compete with anybody else who's at that tier. This tier, you name a game and I play it. Simple as that. I will just play a game that you asked me to play because you paid me to play. You paid me $1,000. I don't care what that game is. I'll play a porn game if that's what you ask for, and I'll find a way to get it on YouTube censored. I will put the time in to edit it. You can, and I will say, these are the only ways you can get me to play Five Nights at Freddy's or Harry Potter games, because I don't want to play those games on principle of hating their creators. But that being said, I'm a whore, and if you pay me $1,000, I'll play it. But yeah, so that's that. Those are the benefits of being a Ko-fi supporter. I am always looking for ways to improve and expand it. I would love ideas if you have suggestions of things like, you know, if there's something that you're like, hey, I'm not, those aren't worth it for me, but I might be willing to support at this tier if you added this to it. Let me know and I'll do that. If you're already a Ko-fi supporter and you think like, hey, I might be willing to upgrade my rank if you add this to that rank, I might consider it. If you think I should create another mid-tier somewhere, like, oh, I think there needs to be a $50 tier, so, because I would donate to a $50 tier, but not a $100 tier, let me know. I might add that. You know, I want to know what all of you are interested in, what all of you would want out of this. But yeah, that's been the weekly news update. And that's been the Ko-fi channel trailer. Hope you've all enjoyed, and that's all for now.